Hello, Professor. Here is my final project, my family fun night. In this activity, I created an activity for family fun night. I decided to use milestone number 2, which is linear equations. Based off of the feedback that I received from you, if I was to redo my milestone 2, I would add the solutions to all the activities to be able to check my students' work or to be able to have a self-check station for the students. I decided that I would be using this milestone as a basis for my final project. My module objectives were solving linear equations with one variable and solving linear equations with variables on both sides. The goal of the math station was to calculate the value of x and to demonstrate to parents what steps their child goes through when working with linear equations. The math concept that makes up the main focus of the math station is describing what variables are, explaining how to distribute, identify like terms to be combined. The format or the setup of my math station was I created guided notes for parents to learn the material and a quick exit ticket to demonstrate how it is that I look for comprehension in their children. Lastly, I followed up with a competitive game of bingo. How will I explain the math concepts? I will explain the math concepts by handing out similar guided notes that their children would use in an everyday math lesson. How will I provide an opportunity for the students to practice their concepts? The students have an opportunity to practice their concepts in the exit ticket, and if they prove satisfactory comprehension, they can then participate in a classmate game of bingo with the activity. What will I do to offer assistance to students who may struggle? By viewing the student's exit ticket, I will be able to analyze which students will benefit from working in a small group, for example, in a back table with me as we go through the exit ticket together, and then begin the bingo game led by me as well. How will I know if the students understand the math? I will know the students are understanding if they are able to place their chips on the correct bingo row or column. 3 questions that the audience may ask me during my station rotation activity are: how many solutions does a linear equation in one variable have? Every linear equation in one variable has one unique solution. How many solutions does a linear equation in 2 variables have? If the equation has 2 or more variables, then it becomes a linear equation in 2 variables or a linear equation in 3 variables, and so on and so forth. The number of solutions varies as per the count of variables an equation contains. And the 3rd question, how to easily solve any equation having one variable. First, you put the variable on the left-hand side and the numerical values on the right-hand side. Change the operators while changing sides of the terms, and then solve for the variable. I then went ahead and created the materials, which I already had them created in my previous milestone. I just made a couple of changes. Here are my guided notes for explaining what a variable is, what a linear equation is, how to solve linear equations with one variable, how to solve linear equations with variables on both sides. And then here I did the exit ticket, which is where I would check for comprehension. If there is comprehension, then they can go ahead and move on to the bingo game. And if there is limited comprehension, that is how I would know who I need to work with to be able to make sure that they are understanding. Then I created my bingo game here. So for this bingo game, for example, I would ask them to put a chip where m equals -9. They then would have to solve these equations to see which of all of these m equals -9. If I see that they're able to put a chip here, that is how I would know that they're able to comprehend how to solve linear equations. And that was the activity that I created for my family night station. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.